It's amazing what they've been able to do with this conference. Right now we're sitting in an exhibit floor that's bigger than anything I think I've seen at a domain conference in many, many years.
It keeps you on your toes. You're running from the time you get up till when you go to bed late at night or actually early in the morning. Yeah. But you get to meet a lot of people that you might talk to on NamePros but never got to see face to face, or other people that you never even would get a chance to meet without coming here, which is really fun.
There is a very, very strong community atmosphere here. When you're right here, it's sort of like the epicenter. It's great to be able to meet everyone, get everything done in one day.
I got re-inspired. It's like I really came back and thought we're headed in the right direction. You learn so much by talking to the people that are around here that have different interest areas and different success levels, and learning from that, you'll get more out of that than any other money you're going to spend.
I love listening to how people got in, who they are, how they make money. I could talk to 100 people and 90 of them make money in a different way in domaining. And listen to all these people, the enthusiasm, the young people, the older people. We got people here that are 70, their first NamesCon. That's fantastic. That's awesome. It just takes one conversation to pay for the whole thing. There'll be one good thing that will pay for everything here. Even if it's a 10-minute conversation, you can pay for the whole NamesCon.
So I think that new GTLDs will do incredibly well. What we all have to remember is that a year after .com launched, there weren't tens of millions of .com names registered. So everyone's going to have to realize that also, like a startup, new GTLDs are like startups, it's going to take time for it to grow.
We saw registrations in 1985 of Symbolics.com and Nordu.net. 2 years later, 1987, there were about 100 registrations. Today, within CommonNet, Verisign does that in about a little bit less than 2 minutes.
It's a really healthy industry. Let me tell you, over the last 10 years, domain names have appreciated on average 7.3% per annum, at least the domain names we see, which is in the hundreds of millions of dollars of transactions per year.
I think this year's NamesCon really is a lot about finding opportunities of how to make money, especially with the new domain extensions. There's a lot more deals happening here. I mean, we had a guy walk up to our booth and pay us cash for a domain, which I've never seen before. I thought that was just hilarious. Wow.
So, Zaina, I'm going to give you a pick here. Out of all these names, if you wanted one of these, we have Las Vegas dot link at the bottom there, 1, 2, 3 link, a valuable 3 number, London.pics. Do any funny.lol at the top? Do any of these stir you? I'd like to give you one of these names. Paleo Diet, good choice. And the crowd loves it.
Internet's in the lead. $1,700 able to give 18. We have sold $1,700. High bid internet $1,279.
The auction did fantastic as well. We had a 70% sell-through rate. Sold $1.5 million worth of names in the live auction.
What do you think is happening with what we're seeing out in, from the Chinese market?
A lot of people really didn't see it coming. Some domainers did and they stockpiled, but others really missed the boat. I don't believe it's too late. I think there's still some deals to be had out there. In fact, I've been scooping up a lot of 4-letter .nets lately, and buying them on NamePros actually, and I tell you, I've done really well.
Yeah, well, I think even more than a trend, the whole situation with China has been like an explosion. We've never really seen anything like it.
China just blew up. I ran the numbers just last week, and our revenue in RMB in 2015 was 20x what it was in 2014.
It's just the beginning. This is like a few people who are moving the market. This is not like all of China woke up this morning and decided to get a domain name.
And I think we need more of that at these types of events too, because we're heavily focused on domainers, but we also want to look at development, end users, startups. That's where the space is really going to grow.
Folks, we're all together here. It's all our jobs. We're not competing against one another. We have a responsibility to educate that consumer. There is more than enough food for everybody to eat.
Water Night is a fundraising event. It's the main fundraising event for Water School. Water Night was started to raise money for Water School from the domaining community, and we have continued that tradition. And what a lot of people don't realize is that Water Night was the reason that NamesCon was founded, and then expanded it to a full-fledged conference, and Water Night just blew up.
The conference has been amazing. It's double the size of last year. This is a trend that I think will continue, and we want to see more people come and companies coming from outside of the domain industry.
I still need one more day to tell you.
You still need another day.
Yeah, because there's a lot going on.
And you come to NamesCon and you see all these businesses that have sprung up around the domain industry. To me, anyone that's in ICANN should be obligated to go to at least one NamesCon.
They've attracted the entire spectrum of players. We've got registries, we've got registrars, we've got domainers, we've got guys who flip domains, we've got guys who help people build websites like Weebly. We have parking companies.
People are in master classes, there's keynotes, we're doing interviews here, there's a lot of things at all the booths, there's great events every night.
A NamesCon happens once a year, right? This doesn't happen every day, but that community that we have here doesn't just exist here in person, it exists on forums like NamePros, and being able to avoid making the mistakes that others have made is the fastest way to grow your business.
If you're in this business and you're making money from this business, or you aspire to make money from this business, you'd be crazy not to go. Just everybody's here. It's incredibly affordable. You're getting a great conference where you get to meet everybody. Everybody's here and in making business mode. That's a great thing.